This audiobook reveals the ancient wisdom that intention shapes fate. As you listen, you'll awaken to the truth. Your life is not ruled by chance, but by the hidden architects of your own intent. The power to direct destiny has always been within you. Now, it is time to wield it. Intention shapes fate. Introduction. Within the vastness of the cosmic sea, your intentions are the hidden architects of destiny. You now stand at the threshold of profound wisdom, a seeker discovering that the life you build rests upon the alignment of your inner self with the currents of the universe. This is not wishful thinking. This is the sacred art of aligning your conscious helm with the profound undercurrents of your subconscious, steering your vessel through uncharted waters of infinite possibility. True power, the kind that shapes reality, does not rise from fleeting desires that flicker like shadows upon the mind. It emerges from the depths, where intentions grow like ancient roots, entwined with the earth, resonating with the universe itself. Here lies the cornerstone of the law of attraction, an alignment so complete it draws the unseen into the realm of the tangible. You have uncovered a truth known only to those who dare to dive beneath the surface, into the profound depths where intention and authenticity meet. This is your gateway to transformative power. Few have grasped it. Fewer still have lived it. And now, you join their ranks, peeling back the layers to reveal the radiant core of potential within you. Engage with this understanding, for it is not a passive knowing, but an active journey. Your conscious will must dance with the silent symphony of your deeper truths. Embrace your role as creator. Wield the arcane knowledge that your intention shapes fate. Let your journey unfold, a tapestry woven with the threads of ancient wisdom and boundless possibility. But before we begin, please hit the like button and let me know where in the world you're watching from today. It's always fascinating seeing who's joining us from around the world. Part 1: The Foundation of Intentional Power. Chapter 1: The Mirror of Reality. In a quiet town between rolling hills, Eleanor, a painter of rare talent, dwells amid canvas and brushes. Her art, though vibrant, remains hidden in the shadows of obscurity, much like the self-doubt clinging to her heart. Each stroke, an echo of her wavering belief in her own worthiness, transforms the canvas into an extension of her innermost fears. She perceives the world, a cold, harsh critic, mirroring the insecurity she harbors deep within. One fateful evening, wandering a moonlit path, Eleanor meets a wise woman whose words unravel the truth buried within. Your world, the woman whispers, reflects your belief. Live as if you are worthy, and the universe shall agree. This revelation stirs the depths of Eleanor's soul. No longer trapped by doubt, she dares to see herself anew. Each morning, her brush sweeps across the canvas, expressive of her reborn intention. In time, the gallery walls no longer hold her work alone. They testify to a mind transformed by the untapped power of belief. The teachings become clear. Our reality mirrors the essence of our internal state. The seeds of intention, sown in the soil of consciousness, bloom into the flower of experience. This is no randomness, but a precise orchestration by unseen universal hands. Similarly, Margaret, a teacher burdened by disorderly classrooms, embodies control and resistance. She faces chaos, an atmosphere mirroring her intent to command rather than foster. Then, an epiphany, a shift from control to cultivation. Her intention, birthed anew, focuses on nurturing her students' potentials. As Margaret's mindset evolves, so do her classrooms, which transform into spaces of harmony and growth. The vitality of her intent crafts an energetic blueprint, encouraging the young minds to soar rather than to submit. Her journey illuminates a universal truth. Our intentions, like silent architects, draft blueprints that the universe builds upon with exactitude. To harness this arcane wisdom, commence a daily ritual. Upon awakening, before dawn's light embraces the world, sit quietly. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Envision a day woven with your desires. Formulate intentions not merely in thought but in feeling. Let imagery and emotion embrace until they pulse within you. With your heart and mind aligned, speak them aloud, releasing them to the watchful universe. In this ritual, as Eleanor and Margaret have shown, you shape the unseen currents of reality, paving the path whereby dreams are not distant, but present. This alignment, this sacred practice, is your key to creating a life painted with the colors of your deepest truth. Chapter 2. The Architecture of Belief. In a bustling village where buildings touch the sky, Harold, a carpenter, grapples with doubt as firm as the concrete he pours. His skeptical view of the world seeps into the very planks and tiles he uses, resulting in structures that stand uncertain and uneasy, much like his own faith in the solidity of things. Day after day, roofs sag and walls slant, and neighbors murmur about Harold's cursed constructions. He dismisses these whispers, citing the fickle nature of wood and stone. Yet one evening beneath a twilight sky, Harold crosses paths with an old master builder, a sage with a gaze both penetrating and gentle. To build, the sage declares, you must first believe in the unseen strength within the wood in your hands. Skepticism looms large within Harold, but the words linger, and curiosity sprinkles hope like sawdust at his feet. Determined to rebuild on faith, Harold returns to the drawing table. Where doubt once governed his hammer, belief now steadies his heart. Each nail driven is an affirmation, each beam lifted an act of trust. Slowly, surely, roofs arch gracefully, walls stand tall, and the village witnesses not just new homes, but the transformation of a man whose belief had reshaped his realm. In another corner of the world, Dorothy, a compassionate nurse, walks the hushed hallways of her ward. Her presence whispers a belief in healing so profound that patients bloom with recovery. Where despair encroaches, Dorothy sees potential. She knows each glance, touch, and word can weave miracles if founded in conviction. Her unwavering faith, like the sun's embrace, coaxes life from shadows. Through these stories you comprehend. Beliefs lay the foundation upon which intentions flourish. Without this deep-rooted conviction, mere positivity wafts aimlessly, unmoored, like seeds cast upon barren soil. Our beliefs, our innermost affirmations, authorize the universe to fulfill our intentions. To cultivate this inner architecture, an exercise of reflection stands before you. Begin a systematic audit of your beliefs, identifying those that limit and constrict. Examine their origins, understand their hold, and then gently reconstruct them. With each passing day, replace doubt with affirmations that align with your heart's deepest desires. In this practice, you forge unseen columns that support the aspirations you wish to manifest, and so, Harold, Dorothy, and indeed you journey onward, building not merely structures or healing bodies, but crafting a world where belief is the compass, guiding us toward realms of infinite possibility. Chapter 3. The Language of Desire. In the quiet corners of a cramped study, Vincent sits amidst teetering stacks of notebooks and balled-up paper. His frustration radiates like the midday sun upon a barren desert. Words, scattered like autumn leaves, never form the landscape of stories he envisions. Vincent craves success, recognition, greatness, yet his desires clash, each pulling in opposing directions. The more he yearns, the more elusive his muse becomes. One fateful afternoon, upon the brink of abandoning his pen, Vincent encounters a mentor, a fellow writer, grizzled with age and experience. "Vocabulum of intent," the mentor murmurs, a twinkle in his eye, "is more than mere words. It is the heart's clarity. Speak it, and the universe will reply." Like lightning in a storm-swept sky, understanding strikes Vincent. He realizes his scattered desires craft a chaotic symphony, the notes of creation discordant and wild. Armed with newfound wisdom, Vincent retreats into solitude, his mind a canvas for focused intention. As he writes with purpose, the chaos calms, words tumbling forth with rhythm and cadence. Stories bloom like wildflowers beneath the spring sun. Where once there was turmoil, peace. Where once frustration flows. Meanwhile, under another azure sky, Florence watches her children, their laughter echoing the purest joy. A mother of boundless heart, Florence finds her intentions clear and resonant. She dreams not of specific paths, but of their happiness, health, and wisdom. In the easy rhythm of her desires, the universe dances an unexpected ballet. Compassions bloom, opportunities arise, dreams materialize in forms unseen yet perfectly suited. Much as streams find their course tranquil when freed of stones, so must your desires sharpen into intact intentions. Emotional authenticity shall be your compass, guiding through the labyrinthine ways of the heart. It's not enough to wish upon the stars. You must align with them, harmonizing thoughts with the deepest chords of your spirit. To purify desire, begin your meditative practice. Sit quietly, breathing in sync with nature's heartbeat. As thoughts unfold, observe without judgment. Pluck the strings of your heart, discerning the notes of true intention from the cacophony. Feel the resonance, fostering a frequency that harmonizes with the universe's own song. Let the silence speak and the clarity emerge, guiding you, like Vincent and Florence, towards the life painted with the hues of your true desires, now purified and poised to become reality. Chapter 4. The Sacred Pause. In the bustling heart of the city, Chester weaves through life like a leaf caught in a storm, always a step ahead, yet nowhere at all. His days brim with meetings, phone calls, and relentless pursuits. He chases his ambitions with fiery fervor, believing perpetual motion the key to success. Yet the fruits of his labor remain elusive, slipping through his fingers like sand. One brisk morning, Chester finds himself in conversation with a seasoned entrepreneur over a cup of steaming coffee. The older man, contemplative eyes steady and knowing, imparts an ancient truth. The forest does not grow by frantic toil, but by silent years of mere being, he says, his voice a calm contrast to the city's frenetic pace. Struck by an unfamiliar comprehension, Chester begins to slow. He spends quiet moments by the window, the sky a canvas of infinite possibility. With time, he steps away from the chaos, letting stillness wrap around him. He learns to trust the pause, allowing dreams the room to breathe and blossom. Across the stretch of time, in a garden where blossoms nod in gentle wind, Mildred tends to the earth with practiced compassion. Her hands nurture soil and seed alike, understanding that growth hides in the dark, unseen until the moment is ripe. She knows the art of waiting, her days punctuated by trust in the unseen orchestration. As she embraces this wisdom, Mildred recognizes its application beyond her garden. Her intentions, too, require a sacred dormancy, a gestation where the universe aligns the threads of fate unseen. She watches as her life unfolds with grace, desires blossoming into reality at the divine rhythm. You too must learn the alchemy of patience. It is in the gaps between breath, the quiet of dawn, where intentions sink deep roots. The universe, infinite and knowing, orchestrates the elements when allowed its own time. The sacred pause becomes your ally, a cosmic breath before creation. To marry your intentions with the flow of the universe, integrate stillness as your discipline. Each day, allow yourself a retreat into silence. Sit in a tranquil corner, eyes closed, breath steady and slow. Here, release the turmoil of demands, entering a realm of quiet anticipation. This is the space where alignment flourishes, where intentions find strength in deferred action. In this velvety darkness, the dance of becoming unfolds, beckoning the universe to join your symphony. Through intentional stillness, you bridge the gap, your dreams finding the soil they need to take root and flourish. Chapter 5: The Alchemy of Attention. In a sun-drenched studio, Clarence stands behind his camera, a silent observer of life's mosaic. His passion for capturing moments runs deep, each shot a window into the soul of his surroundings. Yet, amidst his photographic pursuits, he notices an uncanny reflection of his inner world. His life seems as scattered as the fleeting images he struggles to frame. One day, while on assignment at a lush garden festival, Clarence meets an elderly artist painting amidst the blossoms. Intrigued by her serene gaze and steady hand, he pauses. She senses his curiosity and speaks without turning from her canvas. "The world is full of wonders, yet it is where you choose to focus that your reality takes shape," she muses, her voice a gentle stir in the breeze. Her words resonate with Clarence. He begins to shift his approach, not just in photography, but in life. As his lens narrows and his intention sharpens, he finds clarity in the frame. With newfound focus, the chaos of his earlier captures gives way to composed beauty, mirroring the newfound sense of order in his life. Slowly, what he photographs becomes a true reflection of what he values, his sustained focus manifesting order and beauty both in his work and in his living. In another corner of town, Edith, a seasoned seamstress, threads her needle with care. The rhythm of her craft is an intimate dance between vision and detail. Just as she aligns each stitch with precision, so too does she weave her desires into reality, unwavering in attention to her life's quilt. The threads of her dreams form a tapestry rich with intent, and by focusing meticulously on each element, she realizes her life's aspirations with artistry and flair. With each stitch and slit, Edith understands that scattered efforts yield patchwork results. Her attention is a magnifying glass through which the divine's light passes, creating a focused, transformative energy. Her life is a testament to this principle. Where her focus rests, so her intentions blossom. Now you embark on this journey of directed intention. Develop your focus through exercises of gradual concentration, honing your observational skills like Clarence behind his lens or Edith behind her needle. Train your mind to hold intention without wavering, nurturing the seeds of intent with patient attention. As your practice deepens, you will find the power of intention magnified, your desires unfurling gracefully in the gardens of life, each element harmoniously aligned in the vast universe's embrace. Chapter 6: The Frequency of Gratitude. In a valley whispered to for its bountiful harvests, Wilbur trudges through his fields with a furrowed brow. Despite the fertile land, he grumbles at the dry spells and fickle winds. Each complaint he utters seems to summon another hardship. The earth beneath him, once generous, hardens with each bitter thought. The rain clouds veer elsewhere, and his crops struggle for life under the relentless sun. One evening, amid the deepening twilight, Wilbur pauses at the edge of his field, taking in the sprawling silence. An elder approaches him, his presence as gentle as the cool breeze that carries the scent of earth. "You have forgotten the song of the harvest," the elder begins, his eyes twinkling with ancient knowing. "I see only what goes wrong," Wilbur sighs, weariness settling on his shoulders like a heavy cloak. "Then you must learn to see differently," the elder replies, clasping his shoulder with earnest warmth. He speaks of gratitude, of thanking even the smallest blessing. That night, Wilbur decides to heed the elder's counsel. Under the moon's watchful glow, as he stands amid his crops, he offers a silent thanks for the soil that does yield, for the sun that gives light, even for the obstacles that shape deeper wisdom. As days pass, something shifts. The land seems to respond, its vitality humming beneath Wilbur's newly grateful gaze. The rains return steadily, the soil softens, and green shoots begin to surface with revived vigor. In each corner where once lay barren plots, vibrant life emerges, echoing the gratitude now rooted in Wilbur's heart. Across the hills, Henrietta, a widow whose heart embraced grace in every modest aspect of life, found her existence blossomed beyond expectation. Each day began with thanks for the sparrow's songs, for the dawn's light, and for the simple joys within her humble abode. It wasn't long before opportunities knocked gently at her door, neighbors offering unexpected assistance, new friendships blossoming, and unforeseen avenues of joy unfurling in the tapestry of her days. What Henrietta embodies, dear seeker, is the universal alchemy, where gratitude's vibration aligns with abundance's frequency, paving pathways for manifestation. When you cultivate the practice of heartfelt appreciation, you harmonize with the universe's benevolent tides. Adopt a daily gratitude practice, reflecting each morning and evening upon life's wonders, both vast and minute. As your heart swells with appreciation, you attune to a frequency where desires naturally manifest. Let gratitude be your guiding star, elevating your consciousness and summoning the abundant possibilities life eagerly awaits to offer. Embrace this protocol to awaken the unseen riches of existence, for in gratitude lies the alchemical key to unlocking life's boundless treasures. Chapter 7: The Test of Patience. In the city teeming with ambition and unsatiated dreams, you find Bernard, an inventor whose fervor outpaces the hands of time. His workshop overflows with contraptions at various stages of completion, each one impatiently bearing witness to his relentless chase. Designs scatter across every surface like fallen leaves, ushered in by Bernard's restless creativity. "Why won't they work?" Bernard mutters to himself, his fingers drumming against an unfinished blueprint. His inventions falter, like songs never reaching their crescendo. His eyes, quick and sharp, miss the subtleties of patience, and his ears turn deaf to the whispers of divine timing. A visiting sage, drawn to Bernard's plight, offers a simple observation. The river knows its destination, but it does not hurry its journey. His words, weighty yet gentle, hang between them. They say time is gold, yet here I am, squandering it, Bernard replies with a hint of frustration, his gaze flickering between the sage and his surroundings. True wealth is found not in the hoarding of gold, but in the wisdom of when to act. Bernard wrestles with these words through sleepless nights. The sage's insight unsettles something within him, calling him to surrender his impatience. Soon, Bernard's attempts at control loosen their grip, and his inventions, once stifled, find life and breath. In a quiet village, Gladys kneads dough with deliberate care. She understands that bread rises as it should, not swayed by the ticking clock. Her touch is sure, her intentions unhurried. The bread will tell you when it's ready, she often says, a soft smile playing at her lips. For her, every loaf mirrors life's intentions, coaxed to fruition through patient hands. As you reflect on these tales, see how impatience births resistance, disrupting the intricate dance of creation. Bernard's hurried steps found harmony only in surrender, while Gladys's bread rose to the rhythm of trust. Impatience, dear seeker, breeds tension that weighs potential down, a chain anchoring growth's wings. But patience, wielded wisely, births freedom and flow. In the hushed stillness of meditation, embrace the art of surrender. Yield to the timeline beyond your design. With each breath, release control, trusting that the universe orchestrates perfection. Let the quiet wisdom of patience strengthen your trust that all unfolds not when you demand, but when you are prepared to receive. Thus, in this sacred patience, your intentions find wings, lifted by divine timing, to soar above the mundane into the heart of your true desires. Chapter 8, The Surrender Paradox. In the polished corridors of corporate ambition, Morris strides with a determined air, his eyes fixed on a horizon he alone seems to envision. As manager, he commands his team's every move, each detail an extension of his meticulous vision. Maps and calendars line his walls alongside Gantt charts, painting a picture of a mind sculpted by control. "Danny, the report needs to be on my desk by noon," he orders, his voice laced with urgency more than authority. The team, competent and eager, often feels the shadow of Morris's expectations casting long over their autonomy. But results stagnate. Projects lag behind, entangled in the grip of micromanagement. Frustration simmers beneath Morris's surface, a constant companion. During a rare pause, a colleague shares an unexpected truth. Sometimes the garden grows best when left to its own rhythm. Loosening the reins will lead to chaos, Morris argues, his need for control wrestling his thoughts into trenches. Or to unexpected blooms, the colleague smirks, leaving Morris with a seed of doubt. As days pass, Morris experiments, tentatively stepping back, breathing into the space he would have filled with directives. To his surprise, a concealed strength within his team emerges, fueled by the freedom to explore their own creative paths. In a sun-dappled home garden, Beatrice watches her adult children, now navigating lives beyond her reach. Her heart, heavy with maternal instinct, loosens its hold, choosing trust over interference. They must walk their own paths, she murmurs, hands gently tending flowers that, untended, grow with wild grace. The paradoxical power of letting go reveals itself as Morris and Beatrice release their hold. Intentions long nurtured but never freed begin to manifest, flowing towards them with newfound ease. The teachings here unlock a profound secret. Know that desperation and attachment can tether us. while surrender clears the way for abundance to arrive unbidden and perfectly timed. In releasing control, your energy aligns with the natural rhythm of the universe, allowing your deepest intentions to blossom. Engage now in the art of conscious surrender. As dawn breaks, sit in stillness, holding your intention softly in mind. Imagine releasing a balloon into the sky, watching it ascend, trusting it will find its perfect place. Allow yourself to exhale fully, experiencing relief from the burdens of control. Here, in this sacred letting go, is where true power and creation begin. Chapter 9, The Circle of Giving. In a small town between rolling hills, you find yourself observing Franklin, a man who clings tightly to his possessions. His home, brimming with relics and trinkets, mirrors the scarcity flickering in his eyes. Someday, he assures himself, this will all prove necessary. Yet as years pass, his world grows smaller, constricted by the very things he holds so dear. One evening, a traveler knocks upon his door seeking shelter from a sudden storm. Franklin hesitates, contemplating the intrusion into his carefully structured world. But something stirs within, an urge uncharacteristic of him. He offers the traveler a meal, a small gesture that feels monumental in its giving. In return, the traveler shares tales from afar, weaving stories of lands unseen and possibilities untapped. A spark ignites within Franklin as he listens, his heart swelling, as the world beyond his door expands with each tale. By morning, something shifts. The traveler departs, leaving a new perspective in his wake. Franklin realizes that in giving, not only had warmth entered his home, but a flow of connection and meaning had unfurled around him. You see this truth mirrored in Evelyn, a devoted teacher overflowing with the richness of knowledge. Her joy lies in sharing, not as charity, but from a sincere desire to uplift. Her classroom, a tapestry of curious minds, thrives under her generous guidance. Opportunities arise, an unexpected award, community appreciation, each an echo of her giving spirit. This law of circulation, you've learned, does not barter, nor does it begrudgingly exchange. It multiplies, expanding as you give freely and wholly. To harness this benevolent cycle, you must step beyond self-centric horizons. Giver and receiver become seamless, each nourishing the other in a divine dance. Now, embrace this sacred practice. Begin a weekly ritual of giving that aligns with your unique gifts. Offer your time, knowledge, or resources with no expectation of return. Trust that such authenticity creates a fertile field where seeds of abundance can flourish. As you cultivate this practice, witness how generosity carves grander channels within to receive. It is through this genuine act of giving that you align with universal flow, igniting momentum that transforms what once felt scarce into boundless potential. Chapter 10, The Integration Point. In the hallowed halls of academia, you find Horace, a scholar immersed in endless scrolls and tomes. He sees knowledge stretching infinitely before him like an open sea. The mind is a universe, he muses, poring over the ancient texts. Yet, amidst his intellectual pursuits, something eludes him. A sense of fulfillment remains just beyond his grasp. One evening, as shadows stretch long in the dim study, an epiphany pierces through the silence like a whisper from forgotten sages. The realization that knowledge confined to the mind alters nothing in the world outside dawns upon him. To transform this wisdom into a palpable force, he must weave his learnings into the fabric of daily life. And so, with courage in his heart, Horace resolves to step beyond the parchment's lore and into the realm of practice. Consider Maxine, a student at the intersection of theory and lived experience. She embodies a flowing rhythm as she rises to each dawn, her actions becoming the melody to her lifelong symphony of dreams realized. Instead of merely contemplating spiritual principles, she experiences their truth through every breath, planting seeds of growth with her deeds. In the small acts of kindness and moments of meditative reflection, Maxine crafts a reality steeped in intentionality, one that blossoms with opportunity. Through Horace and Maxine, you perceive the powerful truth. Wisdom devoid of action resembles a tree without roots. It provides no stability, no shade, no nourishment. By integrating your intellectual understanding with daily practice, you navigate toward a landscape abundant in manifestation. This integration acts as a keystone in the archway of your existence. With each deliberate action, your intentions sculpt not just your world, but ripple outward, influencing the tapestry of the universe. The scholar's realization and the student's transformation reveal a simple yet profound truth. Conscious application creates pathways for your desires to take form. To ground these teachings in your own life, commit to creating a personal integration system that aligns your intentions with your daily actions. Develop routines that reflect your spiritual beliefs, whether through morning rituals that set the tone for your day or evening reflections that deepen your understanding of the journey you're on. By living in harmony with this integrated self, the intention once held merely in thought finds expression in the world. Through practice, you fuse the realm of the possible with the tangible, unlocking your potential to manifest a reality that harmonizes with the deepest yearnings of the soul. Each step taken in intentional living becomes a sacred ceremony that bridges the seen with the unseen, the known with the unknown. Part 2, The Mastery of Intentional Living. Chapter 11, The Warrior's Discipline. In the quiet barracks as dawn tinges the horizon with an amber glow, Theodore, a seasoned soldier, stands at attention. The rhythms of military life have etched precision into his every move, every thought. With each step, he embodies a quiet strength. His mind, though, yearns for a deeper conquest, a mastery over not just his physical abilities, but over his very existence. As days fold into one another with the relentless march of time, Theodore applies this discipline not only to his duties, but to his spiritual life. Every morning before the bugle calls, he sits with intent, lighting a candle in the dim room. "Here, let this flame be constant," he whispers to himself, nurturing small, precise intentions like seeds destined for greatness. What begins as a simple practice burgeons into a profound shift. Discipline transforming desires into reality. Observe Constance, a musician devoted to her craft. She allows her fingers to cascade over her violin strings each dawn like a river of sound. Hers is not a journey of sporadic inspiration, but one of daily communion with her art. Through consistency, each note becomes alive, a resonant echo of her dedication and intention. Her music, once chaotically rich with unbridled passion, now has the concentrated power of disciplined practice, an intentional symphony audible to the universe itself. You see it clearly. Theodore and Constance teach that the path of discipline is the bridge between intention and realization. The soldier's unwavering regimen and the musician's steadfast routine reveal that it is not grand gestures but persistent, purposeful action that cultivates substantial change. Through this lens of consistency, a profound truth sparkles in clarity. A warrior's daily journey is not marked by battles fought on distant fields, but by conquering the chaos within. Imagine yourself embracing this metaphorical armor, waking each day with a steadfast heart, your intentions honed sharp and true. Begin this transformation with a practice foundational to realization, the warrior's routine. Rise with purpose, anchoring each morning within silence and intention. Let your day begin with a moment paused in gratitude, followed by a clear intention set as Theodore would, nurturing these hopes through consistent action. This sacred discipline spurs the flow of energy, drawing abundance and alignment toward you like a compass needle finding true north. Thus, armed with patience and discipline, you march forward on your path, every step resonating with the power of intentional living. Chapter 12, The Observer's Wisdom. In the solitude of the coastal evening, where the whispers of the ocean play a ceaseless symphony against the rocks, Gilbert, the steadfast lighthouse keeper, stands resolute. Each flicker of the beam sweeps across the restless sea, a vigilant eye piercing the veil of darkness. This task, simple yet profound, lies in his art of watchfulness, and in that act, he begins to turn the light inward. Just as I guide others, he muses, I must guide myself. Gilbert perches by the window, gaze shifting from the vast ocean to the depths of his own thoughts. He begins to see each thought as a ship adrift, some carrying promises of safe harbors, others bearing storms of doubt. By observing these thoughts without judgment, he learns the subtle art of redirection, steering his intentions towards clarity. His discovery echoes in the life of Lucille, a patient birdwatcher ambling through emerald canopies where shadows dance amidst the leaves. Her quiet presence is a balm to the forest. With binoculars poised, Lucille finds joy in the silent observation of fluttering spectacles. Each motion, no matter how small, reveals the hidden rhythms of the avian realm. Through this tranquil patience, Lucille discerns patterns, the emergence of nests, the synchrony of flight. She embraces the subtle signs, the whispers of manifestation awaiting bloom. Here lies the secret, she softly notes. Manifestation is not a grand crescendo, but a gentle unfurling. From Gilbert's vigilant self-observation to Lucille's gentle watchfulness, you find truth in the power of conscious observation. Awareness, like the lighthouse's beam or the birder's lens, pierces through the fog of internal chaos. It casts light upon limiting narratives, illuminating paths unseen. As you step into this practice, cultivate what some may call the observer consciousness. Start with mindfulness, allowing each breath to ground you firmly in the present moment. As thoughts arise, view them as clouds drifting across the expanse of your awareness. Do not cling to them, nor push them away. Set aside moments to watch your thoughts quietly, as though they are the waves beneath Gilbert's lighthouse or the gentle rustles observed by Lucille. With time, you will detect the nuances of your mind's landscape and, like the lighthouse guiding lost mariners, direct your intentions towards the shores of your choosing. Through conscious observation, your manifestations gain momentum, unfolding in harmony with the boundless potential you hold. Chapter 13, The Healer's Touch. In the sterile quietude of the hospital, Reginald, a dedicated doctor, stands at the crossroads of science and spirit. Years of rigorous study and practice have sharpened his diagnostic acumen, yet he senses something beyond the scalpel and stethoscope. It whispers through the corridors, an unseen force within the healing art. As Reginald tends to his patients, his intention becomes a silent prayer, an invisible balm, touching not just their bodies, but their souls. It's not all about the medicine, he reflects one evening amidst the hum of machines. There's a deeper connection, a dance of intention. With each patient, he channels his desire for their well-being, focusing on more than just the ailment itself. Slowly, he notices changes, recuperations that seem to defy the odds, smiles emerging from faces previously etched with pain. His intention to heal morphs not only his patient's reality but his own, transforming the hospital room into a sanctuary of possibilities. Across the hallway, Cordelia, a nurturing nurse, operates with a similar understanding. Her warmth radiates in her every touch and gesture, infusing the sterile environment with love. As she checks vitals and administers care, her intentions flow like a gentle melody, creating a space where healing is the natural rhythm. Cordelia observes that her compassionate intentions craft an atmosphere where miracles seem commonplace. Patients relax, their bodies responding to this loving frequency, recovering faster than expected. It is as if her heart's melody plays in unison with universal healing forces, harmonizing with the innate wisdom within each person. Through these stories, you glimpse how service-oriented intentions not only beckon healing for others, but elevate the healer's life, aligning them with the universe's greater design. Reginald and Cordelia teach that intention must anchor in compassion and genuine service, thus weaving a fabric of healing that envelops both the giver and the receiver. To practice this art of healing intention, allow your heart to open wide, becoming a vessel for universal energy. Begin by centering yourself, breathing deeply, to connect with the essence of life within you. Visualize a radiant light, warm and soothing, emanating from your core, flowing towards those in need, enveloping them in a gentle embrace. With each patient, each loved one, focus not just on their distress, but on their inherent wholeness. As you extend this healing intention, notice how it circles back, uplifting your own vibrational frequency. In serving others, you rediscover the boundless wellspring of compassion within, realizing that healing intention is a gift that nurtures both the healer and the healed, rippling through the tapestry of existence. Before we get into the next chapter, you can download a free ebook version of this audiobook using the link in the pinned comment below this video. Chapter 14. The Artist's Vision. You find yourself in the dim light of Archibald's attic studio, surrounded by canvases bursting with colors. The wooden floor creaks underfoot, holding stories of every brushstroke laid upon it. Archibald, with his canvas of dreams, stands before an unfinished painting. He begins to dab color, his brush moving as if guided by unseen hands. Each stroke feels intentional, weaving his deepest desires into the fabric of the tableau. For Archibald, painting transcends mere artistry. It becomes a spell cast upon reality itself. The scenes he dreams find life not only on the canvas, but in the world around him. One moment, he paints a serene landscape of balance and abundance, and soon, his own life echoes with the harmony of his art, his surroundings transformed by the very essence he captured. "See this in your mind's eye," Archibald murmurs, holding the brush aloft as a scepter of creation. From his story, you unveil the truth. The canvas is not just paper, but a portal into possibility. The colors speak a language fluent in the dialects of dreams and aspirations. As you watch, you realize this is the magic of creative visualization, a bridge between thought and reality. In another realm, Ophelia dances beneath the moonlight, shadows mirrored by the pale glow. Her movement tells a tale older than time, each gesture an offering to the divine choreography. The dance transforms prayer into purpose. Each pirouette crafts the story she seeks to live. Her steps, infused with intention, manifest her hopes into existence, stitching the future with the thread of each leap and bound. "Watch," Ophelia whispers on the night breeze. "As the soul moves, so moves the world." Together, these artists, the painter and the dancer, become composers of reality. Their stories reveal that creative expression is not limited to the realm of imagination. It is the very alchemy that molds the tangible world. In this moment, let your own creativity awaken. Find your canvas, be it paper or air, and let the brush of imagination guide you. Envision your intentions vividly. Breathe life into their forms with artistic spirit. Work with passion, for what you create on your inner stage will echo into the life you live. As you set forth on this enchanting journey of creative visualization, hold tightly to the understanding that in the majestic waltz of creation itself, the universe stands as your gracious partner. Each step you take echoes with the rhythmic pulse of shared dreams and aspirations, each movement a sacred vow that lifts your visions skyward. Remember, your intentions are not merely markings on the canvas of thought, but promises whispered to the cosmos, ready to take flight on the open wings of possibility. In the dance of existence, allow the universe to guide and harmonize with the melody of your soul's deepest desires, transforming the intangible into reality. Together, you and the universe choreograph a dance that is as timeless as it is profound, crafting a symphony that reverberates through the fabric of existence, heralding the dawn of your creative endeavors made manifest. Chapter 15, The Merchant's Exchange. In a bustling marketplace, Percival, a seasoned trader with a sharp eye for commodities, stands amidst the vibrant chaos. The air buzzes with the sounds of barter and negotiation. He exchanges goods with an uncanny knack for striking a balance that leaves both him and his counterpart enriched. But today, he encounters a situation that unsettles his trade-hardened heart. "You shorted me," an elderly woman accuses, clutching a handful of spices, her voice thin yet firm. Nervously, Percival examines the scales, noting the slight imbalance. In that moment, a spark ignites, a recognition of a truth hidden beneath the mechanics of trade. "In fairness lies prosperity," a voice whispers through the weave of his thought. With this understanding, Percival makes amends, adding more spice, until the scales tip to equilibrium. The woman's eyes soften, gratitude replacing the sting of shortfall. As she departs, a peculiar tranquility settles in Percival's chest. The marketplace hums on, but Percival now senses a subtle dance of energies in each transaction. The things exchanged becomes not a mere trade of goods, but an intimate balancing act that echoes an ancient law. What one receives, one must give in return. This reciprocal rhythm weaves through the fabric of the universe, unnoticed by many but potent to those who heed its resonance. In the village nearby, Millicent, a diligent shopkeeper, polishes the oak counter of her modest store. Her customers return time and again, drawn by her honesty like moths to a flame's gentle glow. Unlike others, she resists the urge to inflate prices for scarce wares or shortcut quality. "Why so generous?" asks a passerby, intrigued by her consistency. "Trust and fair exchange fuel the spirit," Millicent replies, her eyes bright with the light of heartfelt conviction. This integrity transforms her humble business into a flourishing hub, a beacon of reliability that defies the village's wildest speculations. Here, among spices and grains, she unwittingly taps into a profound truth. The universe honors those whose dealings mirror its foundational balance. As Millicent thrives, so too do the lives around her, nourished by genuine exchange. Through these stories, you glimpse a timeless pattern, the law of equivalent exchange, that roots all existence. With an open heart, recognize the principles of energetic balance. Give authentically and receive with grace. In practice, align every transaction of life with this ancient rhythm, creating seamless harmony between you and the world's vast symphony. In doing so, you invite boundless abundance and catalyze the manifestation of your deepest desires. Chapter 16: The Builder's Foundation. In a sunlit town bustling with new developments, Mortimer, a seasoned contractor, stands on a plot ready for transformation. With blueprints in one hand, he surveys the terrain, feeling the familiar weight of both responsibility and potential. "Before we build," Mortimer muses, "we must start with the ground beneath our feet." His team listens, nodding and understanding of his wisdom. For they know, as does he, that a weak foundation spells future ruin. "Patience, lads," Mortimer calls, eyes scanning the horizon, seeking the right spot for the first spade. They dig slowly, methodically, ensuring every inch compacted with care. The foundation they lay forms the invisible spine of the structure soon to rise, unseen yet pivotal. At another site, Josephine unfolds her architectural plans across a sleek desk. Her eyes trace lines and curves, envisaging not merely a building, but a living, breathing environment. Each detail, each angle, holds purpose. "Straightforward execution," she murmurs to her team, "requires intricate planning. Months of meticulous preparation unfold, ensuring when the final brick clicks into place, not just beauty stands but enduring strength." As the project materializes, so too does Josephine's vision of stability and grace, a testament to her foundational diligence. You now see Mortimer and Josephine's stories resonate deeper truths. In the realm of intentional manifestation, akin to physical building, your intentions require sturdy underpinnings. Consider the belief structures holding your desires. Imagine rushing to construct a dream without first nurturing the groundwork. Without preparation, mere wishful endeavors topple like houses on sand, beauty falling prey to instability. However, embrace the discipline of foundation building and your manifestations shall withstand the tests of time. Enter the practice, a ritual to ensure the lasting fruits of your desires. Begin with meditation, envisioning roots stretching deep into rich soil, anchoring your dreams. Next, affirm your intentions, grounding them in unwavering belief. List the steps needed like Mortimer's methodical planning. Finally, reflect on Josephine's precision, ensuring each thought, action, and choice aligns with your deepest intentions. This sacred practice, when revered and performed with steadfast consistency, possesses the power to transmute nebulous aspirations into enduring realities that stand the test of time. As you diligently lay the groundwork for your dreams, Recall the age-old teachings of the ancients, those whispered through the wisdom embodied in Mortimer and Josephine. These are not mere fables of the past, but living echoes calling out to you from the annals of time, offering guidance and insight on the path you tread. Indeed, by embracing patience and meticulous preparation, you intricately weave resilience into the very fabric of your creations, ensuring they are resistant to the inevitable challenges that life may cast upon them. With each deliberate step you take, you are engaging in more than a set of methodological actions. You're partaking in sacred rituals, ceremonies of crafting a world that is not only robust, but also permeated with an everlasting grace. These foundation-building techniques are your timeless allies. They are the pillars upon which you shall erect a reality that is as steadfast and enduring as the mountains, timeless in essence and firm in presence. So, as you forge your path forward, hold these rituals dear, for they are the essence of transformation, allowing your dreams to flourish with the vitality and strength of creation itself. Chapter 17. The Navigator's Compass. Nathaniel stands on the deck of his ship, the Seraphine, as fierce winds batter its sails. The sea rises, turbulent and unrelenting, yet within Nathaniel burns a steadfast calm. He grips the helm, feeling its wooden grain beneath his fingers, a reassurance. The storm doesn't dictate our course, he declares to his crew, his voice slicing through the howl of the wind. Our compass does. Under relentless skies, Nathaniel trusts his moral compass as his true guide. The Seraphine veers and lurches, but its path holds, a testament to his unwavering faith in internal guidance over external chaos. Days later, as the sea tranquilizes and the horizon emerges clear, Nathaniel's heart swells with both relief and confirmation. They've reached the intended port, not by the whims of the sea, but through unwavering internal resolve, navigating with integrity as their guide. Elsewhere, Penelope embarks on her own journey, a map in hand that seems less a prescribed route than a canvas for intuition's brush. The world opens before her as she moves, a traveler guided less by logic and more by whispers of inner direction. "Let the road unfold," she murmurs, pausing at a crossroads not marked on any map. Her feet lead her down a winding path where, at journey's end, she uncovers a hidden village with vibrant culture and unexpected friendships. Penelope's intuitive decision-making crafts a journey beyond expectation, delivering her to opportunities and connections perfectly timed, as if preordained. When questioned how she knew which paths to take, she smiles, saying, "I listened." Reflecting upon these tales, you discern how an attuned inner compass guides through life's storms. Maintaining connection with your moral and intuitive guidance can steady your course through tumultuous manifestations, bringing you into alignment with your goals. To sharpen your internal navigation, engage in intuition-building exercises that attune you to subtle signals over disruptive noise. Quiet your mind, seeking stillness where answers whisper. Meditations focused on guidance seeking allow you to hone the practice of listening inwardly for direction. Through this cultivation of inner sight, tapping into a deeper knowing that resides within the recesses of your soul, you will uncover pathways that align with your highest intentions. Trust will begin to flourish, sprouting robustly where doubt once cast its shadow, as the journey of self-discovery strengthens your connection to your purpose. And in the way that Nathaniel discovered an unwavering guide, in the steady assurance of his compass, and Penelope found direction in the gentle whispers of her heart, so too can you navigate the vast ocean of life with confidence and precision. It is a navigation seasoned by both the storms and calms of existence, enabling you to steer safely and steadfastly toward the shores of your destiny, where your true potential awaits. Chapter 18. The Gardener's Patience. In the quiet of dawn, Roderick strolls through his expansive garden, each step light upon the dewy grass. To him, this sanctuary isn't merely earth and plant, but a living symphony of patience and cycles. Time has infused him with respect for nature's rhythm, the quiet periods of roots strengthening beneath the soil, unseen but vital. Growth cannot be hurried, Roderick often says to those eager for the blooming spectacle. A rushed seed bears little fruit. He kneels beside a young sapling, fingers brushing tender leaves, listening, as if the garden itself whispers ancient secrets. Seasons have taught him that intention must mirror nature's cadence. Forcing can only disrupt. In this partnership with the earth, he plants seeds of desire in his own life, tenderly allowing them to unfurl in their time. In a nearby greenhouse, Tabitha, a devoted botanist, studies leaves unfurling under her watchful gaze. She observes not only from a place of science, but from deep reverence, recognizing each stage of growth as an enlightening parallel to intention. You see, she explains to a fellow botanist, like these plants, our manifestations have phases. There's a time for planting and a time for harvest. Tabitha notices the patience required as buds slowly develop, the unseen labyrinth of roots deepening, communicating a vital teaching. Premature force merely yields fragile stems, but nurturing through each stage results in abundance and resilience. Through your own journey of manifestation, consider these wise gardeners. You are a steward of intentions, not their forceful creator. As Roderick in his garden, respect the seasons within. Your dreams are seeds. Allow their roots to deepen before reaching for the sun. To honor this wisdom, immerse yourself in cycle awareness. Spend moments in silence, attuning to the natural rhythms within and around you. Just as Roderick walks his garden, walk your own mental landscape. Note which desires rest in quiet incubation and which begin to sprout. Reflect upon Tabitha's insights. Observe the stages your intentions are in. Allow patience to cultivate strength, not fragility, recognizing that true fruition follows its own timetable. Develop the practice of patient nurturing. Each day, nurture your intentions with care, acknowledging their current phase without rush. As you align with these rhythms, you create an environment where manifestation flourishes naturally. Through this mindful embrace of timing, you enable the universe to weave your intentions into the tapestry of reality when ripe, strong, enduring, and abundant. Chapter 19. The Teacher's Gift. Sylvester, a venerable professor, with eyes like molten glass, stands at the lecture hall's threshold, his heartbeat a steady drum. He has long held fascination with the mechanics of the universe, but an epiphany nudges his understanding into an uncharted realm. To him, intention is a tool. Today, it becomes a shared pathway. He addresses his students, each face reflecting hopeful curiosity. To harness intention, he begins, is to understand its nature not only within, but in communion with others. Words flow, not merely from his mind, but through an awakened heart, intertwining personal experience with timeless truths. As he shares, a transformation hums through him, akin to the first note of a symphony, a resonant reminder that articulating one's knowledge amplifies it, manifesting it into reality with greater force. The very act of elucidation expands the fabric of his own understanding, evolving his perception exponentially. Across campus, Winifred, an elder mentor whose laughter sings like a brook, watches over her protégés with a nurturing eye. Her life, once adorned solely with her own dreams, now unfurls like a tapestry woven with shared aspirations. Every whisper of guidance she offers sets in motion a chain of reciprocity, enriching her spirit in ways unmeasured by conventional means. See beyond your own horizon, she often advises, her teachings lifting young spirits like the first breeze of spring. In her guidance, a legacy blooms. It does not merely reside in accolades, but in lives influenced and potentials nurtured. Through service, her existence becomes an expansive loop of beneficent intention, aligning effortlessly with the universe's creative pulse. Observe this wisdom, where giving birth to understanding begets a return beyond expectation. In this flow of exchange, teaching doesn't merely disperse personal knowledge. It invokes the law of multiplication, where each seed of insight planted in another's mind grows and returns manifold. You too are an artisan of wisdom. In sharing your knowledge, your own grasp tightens around universal truths, accelerating your journey on the path of manifestation. The act of teaching, then, stands not as a solitary endeavor, but as a vibrant orchestration of shared growth. In this spirit, engage in the practice of sharing your intentional wisdom with others. Gather those around you seeking understanding, and offer what you have learned. As you guide, your personal acceleration coalesces, unfolding not only in your life but in those lives you touch. Embrace the role of both learner and teacher, facilitating a cycle of enrichment where every participant is a note within a universal composition, harmonizing intentions and expanding the universe's creative tapestry. Chapter 20, The Master's Presence. Bartholomew stands in the dimly lit workshop, surrounded by wood shavings and the scent of earthy pine. His hands, worn from years of crafting, cradle the pieces of a table yet to be born. To the world he is a craftsman, but to those with eyes to see, Bartholomew wields a deeper skill. His mastery lies not merely in tools or technique, but in the breath of presence he breathes into every splinter and join. You must inhabit each stroke, live in each grain, he murmurs to a puzzled apprentice, who watches Bartholomew's hands move as if guided by the wooden spirit itself. The room becomes a sanctuary where time dissolves into each crafted piece, a testament to the depth of his focused intention. Over the glowing embers of a distant kitchen, Genevieve stirs a simmering pot. Her culinary creations defy ordinary fare, not through exotic ingredients, but through an intangible essence woven into her meals. Each chop and stir, a meditation of love, transforms simple ingredients into symphonies that nourish more than the body. Her diners leave with souls satiated, a testament to the love poured into each bite. Food tastes different when it's made with presence, she smiles to the young sous chef by her side, her eyes dancing like a flame. Here, in the heart of her work, she offers an unspoken lesson. Presence infuses life with an unseen vibrancy. In this tapestry of shared existence, their talents illuminate a path, the power of now. By fully inhabiting each moment, you invite the universe to conspire in your favor. Intentions, clear and potent, manifest with grace under the focused light of present moment awareness. Thus, this secret unfurls. Your ability to manifest intentions finds enhancement through presence. Engage every task with attention, and watch how your reality alters, aligning seamlessly with your desires. Practice masterful presence by cultivating mindfulness in your daily existence. Start each day by anchoring yourself in the here and now. Notice your breath, the touch of fabric against skin, the warm sun on your face. Acknowledge each sensation, each thought, as an observer, not a judge. Bring this awareness into every action, making even the mundane sacred through your conscious attention. In embracing this consistent practice of mindfulness, your spirit shall deepen its connection to the boundless possibilities that the universe continuously offers. As you remain attentive, a life begins to emerge before your eyes, one that resonates in harmony with your most cherished intentions and long-held dreams. This newfound synchronicity reveals itself subtly and surely, like a gentle stream following its natural course. By surrendering to presence, you allow these desires to manifest, each one becoming a note in the ever-unfolding symphony of your journey. Such is the way of mindful existence, where the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary, and your path aligns gracefully with the heartfelt visions that have always dwelt within you. Part 3, The Transformation of Destiny. Chapter 21, The Phoenix Rising. In the boardroom, once vibrant with ambition, echoing only with the hum of dimmed lights, Montgomery sits. A man who once measured life by ledger balances now confronts a void. His empire, built on shifting sands of ego, has crumbled, leaving behind not fragments of failure but a blank canvas. There is an eerie calm in the collapse, a whisper of potential masked by ruin. "It's over," chimes a voice from across the table, words wrapped in pity and finality. Yet within Montgomery, a different realization stirs. The slate wiped clean offers liberation. Freed from past constructs, he ponders, what if I start anew from the heart? The rubble does not deter him. It invites a reimagining. As you turn the chapters of Montgomery's journey, feel the seed of intention planted within his core, nurtured not by ego, but by an earnest desire to contribute from the soul. From this fertile ground, authentic ambitions bloom, guided by purpose rather than possession. In another realm of existence, Prudence stands silent at the threshold of absence, her husband having journeyed beyond the veil. The morning wraps around her, a heavy cloak. But as the days unravel, she discovers something unexpected, a tapestry of talents and passions that grief reveals. "You never knew what you could do," whispers the gentle hiss of wind through the trees as she kneels in her garden, finding solace in creation. Unshackled from roles she didn't choose, Prudence's hands begin to paint, weave, and shape. Her latent gifts awaken not in spite of her loss, but because of it. Witnessing Prudence, you see that from endings arise beginnings, seeds scattered in sorrow taking root in newfound soil. Loss does not diminish. It transforms, paving pathways unseen. In this alignment, both Montgomery and Prudence become architects of intent. As challenges are embraced, they transform. Defeat becomes the foundation for triumphal arches. Clouded paths become clearer vistas. Now it is your moment to embark upon this sacred journey. When the ebb and flow of life's inexorable tides sweep away what once seemed steadfast and immovable, do not yield to despair. Instead, embrace the sacred pause, the divine interlude, and allow the true intentions of your spirit to illuminate the path toward a new dawn. Practice the timeless art of transformation, learning to see setbacks not as barriers or failures, but as springboards, designed to propel you to a higher state of being and consciousness. Like the alchemist, turn endings into beginnings. Trust profoundly in the aspirational power that resides within your soul. Through diligent reflection and mindful intention, let the experience of loss cast a radiant light upon the vast and untapped potential that life holds. In your quiet moments of contemplation, acknowledge how loss, far from being the end, can redefine and rekindle what it means to dwell with true purpose and meaning. You find a new way of being, where meaning is not lost, but transformed, reshaping and growing afresh with the possibilities that await. The choice of perspective becomes your ally, empowering you to harness the courage that guides a life worth living. Chapter 22. The Mirror's Truth. In the quiet solitude of reflection, Barnabas stands before a mirror, a face etched with tales of triumphs and trials. Proud of the empire he once built, he has watched it crumble, as the arrogance that fueled him revealed itself in every aspect of his life. Relationships strained under his need for control, partnerships dissolved, echoing his internal discord. It's all their fault, he'd lament, projecting outward. Until now. Seeing himself through this prism of external reality, Barnabas transforms. His face, once a banner of blame, now carries the softness of understanding. The mirror reveals his truth. His world had not betrayed him, but mirrored him perfectly. He whispers, perhaps the change begins here within. As his inner tide shifts, the world follows suit. Empathy replaces command in interactions, inviting collaboration and harmony. The deeper truth he uncovers is that the external chaos served as a signpost to guide his journey inward. No longer wrestling with shadows, Barnabas embraces the reflections as teachers, guiding him home. Across town, Octavia weaves her own tapestry of transformation. She lived guarded, certain that love was a transaction she could not afford. Her relationships, fraught with misunderstanding and distance, mirrored her belief in her own unworthiness, but one quiet afternoon, in the stillness of her heart, whispered revelations arrived. If love cannot come to me, then I must become love. As Octavia nurtures this new intention, her world reshapes. Relationships bloom in unexpected directions, like vines reaching for sunlight. Her worth is no longer measured by others' eyes, but by the contentment singing softly within her chest. Love flows not as a currency, but as an abundant river, fed by the wellspring of her renewed self-perception. These teachings stand before you, a map etched in the sand of human experience. See how the universe offers reflections, not to punish, nor to reward, but to illuminate paths for growth and alignment. Relationships and circumstances act as mirrors, and by observing them with awareness, you can uncover the true landscape of your inner self. Embrace the sacred ritual of alignment, where you perceive your external world not as a mere sequence of events, but as a profound diagnostic tool of the soul's hidden language. Picture each encounter, each seemingly mundane circumstance, as if it were an intricate piece in a vast mosaic of revelation, offering you insight into your silent beliefs, the whisperings of your innermost truths. With an open heart unfettered by fear, allow these reflections to act as gentle guides, ushering you deeper into the sanctuary of self-discovery. In this sacred space, you align your intentions with the authentic essence of who you truly are, peeling away layers of illusion and shadow. This process does not merely transform your inner world, but also illuminates the path of your outer existence, which unfolds in harmony, as you gradually remold the inner landscapes of your being. Through this practice, you shall discover that the true magic lies not in the outer appearances, but in the subtle shifts within, which inevitably manifest into the reality around you. Herein lies the essence of transformation. As you align with the inherent peace and truth within, the external world mirrors back the serenity and authenticity you have cultivated in the sanctum of your own heart. Chapter 23, The Alchemist's Secret. In the quiet corridors of your mind, you envision Fitzgerald, a chemist devoted to transmutation. His laboratory is filled with bubbling flasks and glowing substances, the air thick with the scent of chemical reactions. Yet, despite the wonders produced, Fitzgerald senses an elusive truth beyond the beakers and test tubes. One evening, as he peers into the depths of a swirling concoction, understanding strikes like a spark in the darkness. The true alchemy, he realizes, is not in these elements, but in the mind itself. He muses over this insight, his thoughts turning inward. What if the essence of all he seeks lies within, unperceived? With this newfound awareness, Fitzgerald shifts his focus. He begins employing meditation as his primary tool, an experiment in consciousness itself. The sensation of clarity dawns, an inward stirring that transcends any physical transformation. Transmutation starts within, altering not the chemical compounds, but the very fabric of his being. Alchemy of consciousness, he whispers to himself, a revelation as potent as any dramatic discovery. Across the arc of time and space, Serafina, a jeweler polishing rough-hewn gems, understands transformation in the tactile quality of her work. She takes the unformed stones, coaxing from them a brilliance hidden from the casual eye. Each imperfection, she reflects, holds the seed of beauty yet to emerge, and she applies this wisdom to the alchemy of life. Despite challenges, I am variable in life's equation, her focus remains unwavering. Challenges are not adversaries to be defeated, but raw materials to be transformed. Her intricate understanding of gemstones enables her to see potential where others see flaws. As her gems reflect their newfound radiance, so does Serafina's spirit, as she transmutes her trials into strength and wisdom. Every stone is a story, she muses, and every challenge, a transformation in disguise. Through their journeys, you come to understand how mastering internal alchemy leads to mastery over external circumstances. By shifting focus inward, Fitzgerald and Serafina unlock the secrets of transformation, not as an external pursuit, but an internal state of being. With this wisdom before you, embrace the practice of consciousness alchemy. Begin each day with mindful meditation. Visualize challenges as the raw materials for greater opportunities. Allow gratitude and openness to guide your transformation, finding the potential in each moment. As you practice, remember, alchemy resides not in a distant realm, but in the alchemic process within your own consciousness, waiting to unfold. Chapter 24, The Sage's Paradox. In the quiet solitude of his study, Thaddeus sits surrounded by towering stacks of books and tomes, each one a repository of knowledge. Years spent dissecting theories and unraveling the mysteries of manifestation have led him to an unexpected realization. The further he delves, the clearer it becomes. The true essence of manifestation lies not in complexity, but in a return to simplicity. You see, he contemplates, a child in their innocence grasps what we, in our sophistication, often overlook. He recalls the unself-conscious laughter of children at play, their desires as natural and unrefined as the flow of a stream. In this innocence, he finds a purity of intent absent from his overcomplicated strategies. As Thaddeus meditates on this insight, Cordelia, a grandmother with silver hair and warm eyes, enters the scene. Her life, a tapestry of simple joys and quiet faith, unfolds as an unspoken testament to a more profound power. "Grandma, how do things always work out for you?" ask her grandchildren, wide-eyed with wonder. "It's simple, my dear ones," she replies with a gentle smile. "I ask, and then I trust." Her words resonate like an echo of truth, reverberating through the lives she touches. Cordelia's manifestations arise not from a labyrinth of techniques, but from the unadulterated faith she holds. Her intentions, set with a whisper of hope, are carried on the breath of unwavering trust. In this act of absolute simplicity, she navigates the streams of life with grace and ease. In observing Cordelia, Thaddeus sees what his years of study could scarcely comprehend. Complexity obscures the path, whereas simplicity clears it. The purity of a child's wish, the sanctity of Cordelia's faith, these embody the true art of manifestation. To you, the seeker on this journey, the wisdom of Thaddeus and Cordelia offers a guiding light. Strip away the layers of complexity, return to the heart's untarnished yearnings, and embrace the simple, pure essence of intention. This, beyond all techniques, shapes the reality you wish to experience. Practice. Reduce all past practices to this core essence. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, envision your purest intention with the innocence of a child. Feel it within your heart, free from any weight of complexity. Allow this simplicity to guide and manifest your desires. This distilled practice captures the true essence of intention, allowing your aspirations to flow unhindered, like a stream returning to the ocean, drawn naturally to its source. Chapter 25, The Guardian's Trust. In the still quiet of night, Horatio walks his rounds, lantern light casting soft glows across shadowed hallways. His footsteps echo in the void as stars twinkle above, eternal witnesses to his dutiful watch. Each eve, as you tread this well-worn path, you sense not just the cool air against your skin, but the presence of unseen guardians. They too watch and wait, nurturing the intentions set with earnest hearts like yours. Horatio learns through the long nights that trust in these guardian forces allows intentions to take flight in ways beyond our ken. Patiently, he tends not just to his duties, but to his own soul's quiet hopes, trusting them to this whispering night and the benevolent forces that steer unseen. Evangeline, a mother of 3, mirrors this wisdom in her daylight dance. "Trust, and they will find their way," she often tells herself. Her children, with heads full of dreams and hearts filled with boundless potential, look to her not for answers but faith in their journeys. One day, when her eldest child falters under the burden of doubt, Evangeline shares a gentle smile. "I trust you know, deep down, what's right," she whispers. In her eyes, they find a glimmer of trust, the very spark needed to illuminate their path. Through trusting the inherent goodness within her children, Evangeline creates a sanctuary where they unfold into their truest selves. In this unwavering faith, she sees clearly, trust is the fertile soil from which miracles bloom, while doubt is the frost that withers potential. In the narratives of Horatio and Evangeline, you discover the transformative power of trust. Trust amplifies your intentions, inviting divine forces to weave their magic into the fabric of your reality. It creates a haven where miracles can manifest, unhindered by the shadows doubt casts. To cultivate this unshakable trust, begin by gathering evidence of past outcomes, both those where you thrived and those where trust was pivotal. Reflect on these signs, however small, where the universe conspired for your benefit. Engage in faith-building exercises such as daily affirmations of trust and openness to the unknown. Each affirmation, each gathered piece of evidence, strengthens your belief that you are guided by forces that mean only to uplift and enable. Let your intentions ride upon these winds of trust, knowing that your sincerest hopes are tended by vigilant guardian forces, ever watchful, ever present, urging you toward the light of your soul's aspirations. Chapter 26, The Bridge Builder. Under a blazing sun, you find Cornelius surveying a river, its currents swift and relentless. As an engineer, Cornelius sees not just water, but the challenge of linking land to land, creating a passage where none yet exists. His designs must bridge not just physical spaces, but connect the present with potential futures. Each stone he places an allegory for change, each beam a symbol of intention, taking form through conscious action. See how it rises, steady and true, he muses, eyeing the framework with both pride and caution. Every piece must fit, each choice intentional. The bridge, like the pathway from his dreams to reality, stands robust through graduated steps, each a testament to patience and precise execution. As you witness this marvel, you understand that the process isn't a sprint. It's an artful assembly of dreams, using the tools of diligence and faith. In the halls of diplomacy, Clementine wields not blueprints but words, her mastery at resolving disputes an act of divine harmonization. Each dialogue, every negotiation, offers a chance to reconcile opposing worlds. The trick isn't in forcing agreement, she explains to a colleague, but in aligning intentions, finding common ground where roots of possibility can flourish. As Clementine maneuvers through the complexities, she embodies the bridge that unites discordant notes into a cohesive symphony, reflecting the internal art of bridging conflicts within you. When inner voices clash, she remarks during a quiet reflection, we must tune ourselves to harmony, allowing separate desires to weave into a unified vision. The synthesis of Cornelius and Clementine's wisdom offers you a map to navigate the often turbulent waters of intention. By bridging the current with the desired, you craft a life where dreams don't merely drift in distant shores, but beckon you forward, tangible and within reach. Now embrace the practice of building your own pathways, forming strong connections between where you stand and where your intentions yearn to carry you. Begin with close awareness of your current state, recognizing it as the vital foundation needed for transformation. Identify your desires, refining them into clear, actionable steps, mirroring the methodical placement of Cornelius's stones. As Clementine teaches, align seemingly disparate aspects of yourself, harmonizing the dualities into a singular purpose. Let every intention flow through this constructed clarity, each step drawn out with mindful alignment and unwavering trust. Through this bridge building, transition smoothly toward the realm of your intended reality, each journey less an unknown expanse and more a welcoming path you've laid by your intention's design. Chapter 27, The Weaver's Pattern. The loom stands grand before you, threads poised to entwine under Cornelius's skilled hands. Each strand is carefully selected, its color and texture chosen with mindful intent. Observe, he gestures, his fingers dancing deftly between petals. How each thread, though singular, becomes part of a larger design. As you watch, the weaver's work emerges. A vibrant tapestry, each thread contributing to a pattern that tells a story of intention and precision. Cornelius, a master of his craft, sees not mere fabric but potential, understanding that life mirrors this art. Every action, every choice, lays another thread, he explains, his eyes glinting with wisdom. Conscious intention guides the hand, ensuring the design unfolds as envisioned. Such insight invites you to consider the very fabric of your days. Every waking moment presents the chance to weave purpose into the tapestry of your life. Each intention is a thread, each thought a chance to color the pattern of your destiny with your desires. Across a meadow, Rosalind sits by the fire, weaving tales with her voice. As a storyteller, she recognizes the power of threads, narrative threads that draw listeners into worlds both imagined and real. Life stories, she confides to her audience, are as much about the choices we make as the narratives we weave. Her voice, a gentle river, flows into the tapestry of imagination, her stories interlaced with personal truth and universal longing. As Rosalind crafts each story, she reveals an underlying principle. To intentionally craft one's life story is to embrace the role of both architect and artist. With intention, she continues, you are not merely the protagonist but the author too, capable of revising your narrative, adding depth to your journey. The dual artistry of Cornelius and Rosalind teaches you that life's patterns are not random. Your intentions, when woven with awareness, define the design, an intricate dance between serendipity and certainty. In the silent introspection that follows, you are invited to practice this art, to see every morning as a loom and every intention as a thread, weaving your desires into the tapestry of existence. Let your days unfold with a deep-seated sense of purpose, so each moment stands as a testament to your aspirations and dreams, a reflection of the reality you wish to manifest into being. By consciously engaging in the intricate weaving of your life story, you access a profound power, one that holds the capacity to transform the mundane into the extraordinary. Like a kaleidoscope in continual motion, life becomes a dazzling array of colors and shapes, each shift revealing new patterns, alive with endless potential. This vibrant dance is grounded in the solidity of your intention, guiding your hand as you craft a more fulfilling narrative, imbued with insight and meaning. In every morning's light, you find an invitation to begin again, to gather your desires like threads and weave them deftly into the fabric of your existence. This practice, though quiet and perhaps even overlooked, is nothing short of alchemical. It transforms thought into reality, dream into substance. Here lies the mystery of living, a gentle reminder that the familiar holds the spark of the infinite when seen through the lens of intention. Embrace this powerful knowledge. Allow it to guide you and illuminate the path, revealing a world brimming with creation and renewal. Chapter 28, The Mountain Mover. In the heart of a rugged mining landscape stands Wellington, a mining engineer with a vision that might seem insurmountable to many. Yet for Wellington, the mountains are not obstacles, but opportunities, challenges to be met with both strategy and spirit. As he scrutinizes the formidable terrain, a spark gleams in his eye. Watch closely, his voice carries both command and invitation. With calculated precision, he sets the charges, his team retreating to safety, eyes on the vast rock formation ahead. Then a moment of wonder. The ground trembles, a resonant boom erupts, and the once unyielding mountain surrenders. Wellington's faith wields both dynamite and something far more potent, intention. Every detonation, he shares, dust settling around them, is powered not just by explosives, but by belief, a certainty that we can create pathways where there were none before. In a village not far away, Wilhelmina brings forward another kind of faith, anchored in community and care. Amidst neighbors weary from unmet promises, she emerges, a beacon of hope. The resources we need, she addresses the gathering, are not out of reach. Together, with intention, we can draw from wells unseen. Her conviction ripples through the crowd, inspiring unity and innovation. The community rallies, building networks and uncovering opportunities where there seemed to be none. Wilhelmina's powerful call transforms obscurity into abundance, her faith pulling miracles into the realm of the possible. As you witness these transformations, you see how Wellington's and Wilhelmina's stories illuminate the same truth. Mountain-moving faith emanates not from force, but from pure alignment with a universal rhythm. Here lies a potent teaching, the sacred dance between intention and surrender. In your own journey, consider the mountains you face. How might faith, unwavering and absolute, serve as your ally? What path will you carve with intention, not from sheer will, but from the certainty of alignment with the universe's flow? Engage in the practice of cultivating this mountain-moving faith. Allow each challenge to be a stepping stone, a testament to your burgeoning strength. Reflect on moments of triumph, those echoes of potential manifested into being. With each victory, no matter the scale, recognize the infinite well of power within you, ever accessible, waiting for your unwavering call. Chapter 29, The Circle Complete. In the quiet workshop filled with the soft ticking of timepieces, Maximilian, a dedicated clockmaker, leans over his latest creation. Each cog and wheel fits with precision, mirroring the cycles of life he has come to understand so intimately. As you observe the master at work, you notice how his hands move with both intention and awareness, as if he's not merely building a clock, but charting the rhythm of existence itself. Maximilian pauses, wiping his brow, a smile tugging at his lips. "Isn't it curious," he muses, "how life, much like this clock, turns in perfect circles? Every intention, like a gear, meshes with its counterparts, creating experiences that return to us time and again until we master their lessons." The cycles of time and intention spin endlessly in his eyes, and it dawns upon you, his world is a series of circles, each completing its journey, only to elevate him to the next level of understanding. This mastery over cycles lends him an ever-expanding influence, turning his life into a harmonious dance of creation and discovery. Not far from this scene is Persephone, a seasoned farmer, moving through her fields in tune with the earthy rhythms of nature. With each season, she understands when to sow, when to harvest, her timing impeccable, guided by the cycles of the earth. "If you set your intentions with the seasons," she shares, pulling fresh produce from the soil, "you align with nature's timing. Each season teaches its own lesson: patience in winter's rest, anticipation in spring's bloom." Her wisdom, like Maximilian's, shows you that the cosmos unfolds in patterns, circles completed time and again, each closing, giving rise to a new beginning. It's a cycle of completion and renewal, infinitely spiraling upward, beckoning your awareness. These teachings, these parables weave into your understanding a new practice to recognize and consciously complete the current cycles in your life. Consider moments of closure not as ends, but as moments ripe for new intentions, welcoming fresh cycles of manifestation. As you integrate this wisdom, you find yourself ready to embrace life's natural rhythm, preparing for heights, yet unexperienced. Each past completion is a stepping stone to greater mastery, a gateway to newfound possibilities, all waiting within the eternal dance of the circles of intent. Chapter 30. The Legacy of Light. On a windswept coast, the lighthouse stands resolute against time and tide, its beam cutting through the night like a trusted guardian. Inside, Zachariah, an elderly lighthouse keeper, carries out his duty with unfaltering dedication. He's spent a lifetime tending to this beacon, his intentions a guiding light for countless ships steering through darkness. What is often unseen, however, is how this lifetime of mindful dedication has charted a course not only for vessels but for his very soul, aligning it with his highest purpose. As you watch Zachariah steady in his humility, you comprehend the broader metaphor. His every act and thought have etched invisible paths, guiding his life and touching others in subtle yet profound ways. The lighthouse, you realize, doesn't just mark the coastal dangers. It represents the light that intentional living can cast over one's journey. A legacy that continues to ripple through the waters of existence long after one's own passage. In a quiet classroom lies a parallel story, that of Zenobia, a teacher whose influence extends beyond her immediate surroundings. Her dedication to her students isn't constrained to the transfer of knowledge alone. It's imbued with intention deeply rooted in nurturing potential. Each student touched by her guidance carries forth a piece of her purpose, transmitting it like seeds scattered by the wind, ready to take root and flourish across generations. Zenobia's intentionally planted seeds find their way into the lives of her students, a lineage of influence, perpetuating a legacy whose boundaries are limitless. Her life becomes a testament to how intention transcends individual gain, evolving into something greater, a collective advancement, a revolution of the spirit. From these stories, you begin to see how intention, when mastered, naturally gravitates toward service. It shifts from an inward personal quest to an outward offering. The intention starts small, personal, yet inevitably gathers momentum, becoming a part of the collective evolution, a swirling tide lifting all vessels towards their destined shores. As you absorb these insights, a practice emerges. Just as Zachariah's light steadily illuminates the way for wandering ships, and Zenobia ignites the flames of understanding in her charges, you can establish your own legacy. Through living intentionally, your every thought, word, and deed is a thread in the tapestry of creation. Cultivate this by envisioning the footprints you wish to leave, ensuring that through your presence, others find their paths more brightly lit. Let your legacy be the beacon guiding future generations to their highest potential. If you enjoyed this audiobook, I created a free ebook version for you. You can download it using the link in the pinned comment. Conclusion. Through this odyssey, you have walked the path from hopeful seeker to an awakened architect of your own destiny. At first, you stood at the brink, yearning for a life shaped by better circumstances, yet unsure of the tools you truly possessed. Now, through the arc of understanding and practice, you find yourself transformed with the profound realization that reality bends not to mere hope, but to the clarity of aligned intention. As you explore this newfound mastery, you recognize the responsibilities it bears. With the power to shape your reality comes the duty to wield it with wisdom and care. You no longer tread the path alone, for each intention cast into the universe ripples outward, touching lives and environments beyond your own. This awareness guides you naturally to service, a calling that beckons from the heart's depths to extend your transformative ability to uplift the collective good. Empowered by this knowledge, you become one of the rare individuals who not only uncovered the secrets of creation, but integrated them so deeply that they have become as innate as breath. In wielding this ancient wisdom, you join the lineage of sages, writers, and seers who have come before, each passing the torch to light the way for another soul ready to awaken. The journey has stitched together the threads of your experiences, each parable, teaching, and practice, and woven them into a tapestry of truth that affirms your status as a creator. You, like the lighthouse keeper, illuminate paths not only for yourself but offer guiding light to others, encouraging them through your living example. Your intentions now serve as beacons of possibility in a world hungry for direction and purpose. Reflect on your steps, how they have guided you from the shadows of doubt into the radiance of self-assured mastery. Acknowledge the guardian force of trust, the observer's wisdom, and the artist's vision that now guide you deftly in manifesting desires, always with the collective in mind. As you close this chapter, consider the legacy you shall leave in your wake. The fruit of your consciousness transcends the boundaries of time, echoing through the corridors of future generations, offering a hand to guide, a light to inspire. Embrace your role among the rare winners as your life becomes the embodiment of transformed wisdom, showing others the path of empowered intention. Let your legacy be one of light, a testament to what is possible when intention meets mastery and purpose meets service. Thus, embark on your continued journey, mindful of the universe you sculpt with every thought and action. Your path is one of infinite potential, and in setting your course, you not only fulfill your destiny, but illuminate the way for others seeking theirs. If you enjoyed this exclusive audiobook, I handpicked this next book which will change your life.